Guest is King.Kidd, incredible artist, another DFW artist. One of the first to submit some music to me when I first got this station up and running. So I'm really excited to have her here tonight. So we're gonna jump right into it. We're a little behind, but it's no big deal. That's the beauty of this station. It's 24/7, so you know we gonna get you your full hour. So let's jump right into it. How long have you been a singer / MC? That question more pertains to you because I hear it all in your music and I love it. How long have you been doing that?
See, that's one of those questions all my life.
Mm-hmm.
Always been into music, from choir, from being a kid up
Okay.
until high school. I really took the writing aspect of it, I would say, around middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching commercials and coming up with my own jingles and putting a tune and a melody to it. And I would sing them for my friends, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's so much better than what's on the TV. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sing that." And it just branched off from there into actually writing songs, and that's when I fell in love with writing, really.
Awesome. So, 2-part question. Some of your influences, musically or author, what inspires you, and the reason you became an artist. What or wanted to or desired to be an artist. So 2-part question.
Okay. My influences, I would say right off the bat, number one, Jill Scott.
Okay.
Just her being another musician and songwriter / actual writer on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
It just, everything that I wanted to do right there, that was the best person to look after. When it comes into hip-hop, most definitely Nas, NWA, love Ice Cube.
Nice.
Love Will Smith. I feel like
Okay.
a lot of people sleep on Will Smith. If you just actually listen to his rhyme flow and the way he writes, phenomenal.
Early Will Smith, because there's rumors out there that Nas kind of ghost wrote for him toward the
Yes.
latter years.
See, and that might be because 2005, I would say, was his best album.
Okay.
Like every song on that album, I can write. Lost and Found. That's one of his best albums.
Mm-hmm.
The earlier Will,
When he was with Jazzy Jeff.
when he was with Jazzy, I can feel that.
Yeah.
That was cool. You know,
Yeah.
parents just don't understand.
Right,
you know,
right,
summertime.
right.
That was cool. Millennial Will.
Yeah, that was
When Wild
Miami.
Wild West and all that was coming out.
Okay.
Just get jiggy with
Yeah,
it.
get jiggy with it. Get jiggy with it. Yeah.
He kind of
Kinda
lost
lost
me,
you?
but
Yeah.
then he brought me back with
Yeah.
Lost and Found.
So let me say this on the ghostwriting end. Artists that Will Smith, it's hard to frown on him. If he does have a ghostwriter, I mean, me being a beat maker and a producer, I believe there's ghost producers.
Yeah.
I mean, I got him on the wall, Dr. Dre, but I know countless of people that have helped him in production.
Of course, it's a team.
And to where he may have just came in like in the movie, he came in, "Oh, Pac, I got a tape, listen to it," and you're looking at it like, really, Dre? I mean, I think Dre's earlier stuff when he was hungry. Not saying he's not hungry, but when he was NWA, moms was slapping him like, "You ain't bringing."
Right.
That's when he got down. That's when he was working the board. I think the later Dre, I think he was in the room, but you had Daz, you had RBX, you had a lot. You had Scott Storch.
Different hands going into it, yeah.
And sometimes you need that. So, on your drive over here to the studio, what are you listening to? What are you playing? What is King.Kidd playing?
You know, my first love is R&B.
Okay.
So the song that I've had on repeat, and it's literally been one song that I listen to on repeat every day, all day, and that's been Neo's new song, Good Man.
I haven't heard that one. Okay.
From the production to the lyrics to the harmony, it's smooth. Like,
yeah,
the whole song.
You're in the right, and I feel that from you. So your top 3 MCs or singers, or who's your top 3?
Top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it changes
Okay.
so often.
Right.
But I would say right now, the first 2 never really change. It's the third one that does.
Okay.
So that's Joe Scott,
Okay.
Michael Jackson.
Okay.
The third one right now, for the last couple years, has been J. Cole.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Top 3 producers. Beat makers.
Producers. Don't say J. Cole's one, because I
Okay.
like how he manipulates his beats on his own albums.
Okay.
I would say The Dream.
Okay. Very good writer. Very good writer. Wrote a lot of hits. Yes.
And I would actually give it to Neo.
Okay.
I like him on the back end
yeah.
of it as well.
Yeah. Most definitely. Most definitely. Another quick question before we go into one of your songs. I'm interested in this question, and I give it to everybody. The significance of your name, King.Kidd. Am I saying it right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Most
the
definitely.
significance of it. What, Wade told me, Wade is his last name, but he kind of has a play on the Wade in the water. It's catchy. King.Kidd.
King.Kidd. That came about because I have a baby face.
Mm-hmm.
So the kid, obviously.
I get that.
And I love Kid and Play.
Yeah. Wow.
The fades, like all of that.
Okay.
I love 90s. That right there is my culture. That's what I live in, 80s, 90s right there.
Okay.
So that's where the Kid came from. The King definitely goes with the message that is probably my tagline, we are kings.
Mm-hmm.
Dominant on everything.
Mm-hmm.
If you put your mind to it, you can do it. If you want to do it, make sure you're the best.
I like that. That's good. One last question before we go into your song. In your opinion, and I'm not going to just limit it to hip hop. I'm going to limit it to music. In your opinion, what's wrong with the music industry right now? Right now, as we're sitting here at 8:22 p.m. in Dallas, Texas. What's wrong with the music industry right now, in your opinion? Being an artist, being a songwriter, what's wrong?
The lack of authenticity.
Okay.
I would say the lack of music.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't just say you're a hip-hop artist or an R&B artist and not listen to music on a full spectrum. You have to love it. You have to study it, learn it.
Be astute. Wow.
But you have to if you're going to be a part of this industry.
King.Kidd, I'm going to ask you this too because it's not polite to ask people's ages, but you're an old soul. I'm 47. How old are you?
I'm young.
I know you're young. And if you don't have to give me your age if you don't want to.
I have no issues saying I'm 24.
24. Wow.
But definitely old soul. I've been told that all my life.
Yes. And it's accurate. And it's refreshing because, like I said, I'm sitting here across from you and I can hear the appreciation. I can hear this isn't a popularity contest. You really have substance. You believe in longevity. Everybody you've named has 10 plus, some 20, 30 plus years in the game. And that's what I don't want to deal. I'm the bad guy. I don't want to deal with people that are just using music as a lottery ticket. a get-rich-quick scheme.
Yes.
And you have so many people out here doing it. I think it's abuse. I really do. So we're going to leave it at that. We're going to come back. We're going to play her first single that she sent into the station. Who is Constantine?
He is a singer that works with Legion Beats.
Okay.
Got linked with them, and they had this singer, and I fell in love with his beat. I fell in love with his voice, and I was like, I have to write on that.
Yeah.
I have to.
It's dope. It's dope. So if you haven't heard it, I don't know where you've been, even though we've only been up here in 3 months. And like I said, she was one of the first to send her music to me. This is King.Kidd, Pretty Smile, featuring Constantine. Next Level Internet Radio. So if you haven't heard it, I don't know where you've been, even though we've only been up here in 3 months. And like I said, this song, I was like, this was one that made me sit back in the chair like, and I let people hear it. They were like, yeah, this is DFW. Like, what?
I know, right?
And it, I mean, you sent yours, and it was just like a wave of stuff. I was like, wow, I might be on to something.
Yes.
So
the amount of talent that I've just met going to like the open mics and stuff, I'm just like, we've been sleeping on y'all. Like, we got a gold mine here.
Right. Like I've been telling people, this is going to be. Bobby Sessions was the first with Def Jam.
Yes.
There's actually, and I'm gonna talk to you and get your information. There's an A&R for Virgin Records just was in my office about a week ago.
I saw your post about that. I saw that.
So, and he's a DJ. He's worked with Dre, all the West Coast. He's from Los Angeles, and he's looking. And I talked to the A&R, or talked to the label head there at Virgin, and she's ready, Tonya. So it's about to be this summer. You got to get everything in order, but it's gonna be huge. And a lot of people don't realize, but Dallas has already had DOC, you had Erica, you had Sir Charles Jones and Blues, you had Kirk Franklin, The Mans and Gospel. Only one I always get stumped on is the country, but there's been country people come out here.
Yeah, a couple people.
So every genre.
You got Jamie Foxx, R&B.
Yeah, somebody is already, and I don't ever throw him in the mix, but Tyler Tech or Terrell.
Got
so
Doro music.
Yeah, so it's huge. And then Bobby, like I said, when Def Jam came, everybody's like, okay, we gotta go to that. Yeah, we gotta go to that.
Like
and then they saw what Bobby did, because they said he had one of the better sets at South by Southwest. They said he killed it.
Really?
Killed it. They're still talking about it.
Oh, I know that's on YouTube.
And it's like,
check
wow.
That out.
Yeah, and then I've been working with Rakim Al-Jabbar, and his dad was in the group Nemesis, Ron C, DJ Snake, back then when DOC, all them were
right, yes.
And he's about to open up for Eric B and Rakim, Yo-Yo, and DJ Spinderella at the Bomb Factory. Yeah, yeah. So who knows what that's going to turn into? Slim Johnson, he's about to launch a full FM station.
I saw that too.
So that's going to be huge, So it's about to be
lit.
Oh yeah, starting probably May. Like I said, the A&R for Virgin, he was in my office a couple weeks ago, and like I said, Bobby was Deep Ellum product. RBC, I'm going to there after.
Like our music.
Yeah, I'm going there after your interview because it's an open mic, Dallas open mic at RBC.
Okay.
Charlie Reho, he's a good kid, good guy to link up with too. He cares about it. Cares about giving exposure to artists that want it, because there's a difference of saying you want it, you do it, and then just throwing something on YouTube. And if I don't know it, if you don't tell me it's on YouTube,
right,
I'm not gonna go looking for it. I'm 47, so
exactly.
I'm lucky if I just learned how to tag a person on Facebook. I'm like, damn, I still don't know what the damn pound sign does. when they put the pound sign in, yeah, brother stuff. I'm like, oh Lord. So I gotta learn that one. But yeah, you know, that's pretty much it. So, but yeah, you this song I was like, I put it in single push because I love it that much. So yeah, this is it's just mellow, it's smooth, it's clean, it's clear. Some of the stuff they've sent me, King.Kidd, I just be like I'm looking at the Matrix up in here. Like, what is this? What is that? But you know, yours was professional. I think it came up with all kind of codes, and it's like, okay, she's serious about it. So
yes.
Yeah. All right, we are back with King.Kidd. You just got through listening to her first single that she sent me, Pretty Smile, featuring Constantine. So we're going to jump back into this interview. Real quick, my next question. So what are your goals as an artist and for your music? What do you want out of this occupation, basically? Because it is a job. What do you want? What do you see yourself in 5? You know, it's like an interview. What do you see yourself doing in 5 years and all that? When you do music, what do you vision it growing into a movement? You know, fans like Jill Scott, because she can tour everywhere.
Yes.
Do movies. Or you want to do movies? Do you want to start a fashion line? Everything.
I have a whole list.
Yeah. Shoot it.
A whole list. I want to be everything and everywhere. Mm-hmm. My end goal is to have my own studio, my own production company, and my own LLC for my songwriting.
Oh, wow.
I want to be a one-stop shop.
Okay.
Have my team of writers, because it is a team. Yes, I can write a good song, mm-hmm. but somebody else can make that great. Mm-hmm. And that partnership is what's important.
Right.
So I want to build a strong team behind me, and I want to catapult that into movies, because I have written a couple of screenplays.
Awesome.
So I definitely want to get into that and get into director mode and get behind the camera.
Okay.
I also have a secret love for cooking.
What's your best dish? I'm a cook.
Best dish?
Mm-hmm.
It's 2.
Okay.
I would say my seafood spaghetti.
Okay.
Which has shrimp, crawfish tails, lobster, crab, sausage.
Oh, wow. Andouille sausage.
Andouille sausage.
Oh, wow.
Thick noodles. Spicy.
Ooh.
Spicy. And then my second dish would be my spicy honey barbecue hot wings.
Oh, wow. That sounds good.
Yes.
Okay.
I can throw down in the kitchen.
That is cool. That is cool. You pipe bombed me on that one. That was cool. I like that. Let's do this one. I asked Wade this earlier. So if someone wanted King.Kidd on their project or single or whatever, do you have a charge for features, or have you even gone that route? Have you been asked to do features? And then I'm sorry. And then how much would you pay for a feature from someone local and then someone like a Jill Scott when you get to that level?
Okay. Right now, because I respect the game, my aspiration has been Diddy as well. Mm-hmm. So because I respect the game, I know I'm at the bottom. Mm-hmm. Especially because I want to take the independent route, because I know there's so much more control and power in that. Mm-hmm. I'm not charging for features right now.
Okay.
I want to build my catalog. I want people to know my name, so that they're offering to pay me.
Right.
To get on their song.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
There it is. Yes.
Like, you gotta request
Mm-hmm.
and pay me. As far as charging another local, we're all in the same business.
Mm-hmm.
Until I can see that local artist name get into maybe like where Drake or
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick, you know, is.
Right.
Okay, I can see paying for a feature.
Right.
But because we're all on the same level, we should all be helping each other out.
Yes.
It's only to push each other greater. As far as somebody like Jill Scott, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be coming out of pocket because it's not just going to be paying her for her time and her talents. It's going to be her team,
Mm-hmm.
her label, and everybody else behind her, so.
You know, and I look and I hear your music, and I want you have a realistic persona, but I don't want you to ever think, you could get to that point where they want just to do something. They just believe in you. You remind me a lot of she's from my neck of the woods, Kansas side actually.
Okay.
Janelle Monáe.
I see the KC hat on.
Janelle Monáe. You remind me a lot of her.
Thank you. I like her.
She somebody like her making it for Kansas, and to be so different. And when I say different, the style she was doing compared to what was coming out of my home. You remind me of Janelle Monáe, and I told Wade he reminded me of Tech from the fact that he's a personality. I think that's what's, and I told him that I believe that's what's missing in Dallas is you don't have any. And when I say characters, I don't mean it in a derogatory way, but I mean it in people that if you see their name, you be like, that's such and such that runs or jump, Busta Rhymes. Trying to think, I had a bunch of them. Busta Rhymes is a character. Flavor Flav is a character.
Yeah.
Somebody you can be like, you can identify with and know whether it's their voice, whether it's their energy on stage. I believe 100. That's what's because everybody is lumped into the same
category.
That's what separates you though, is the style of music you do, because your music is totally. It's not different, but your approach to it is so unique. We're gonna drop the new one. I love when I heard it. I was like, whoa, because like I said, I was a huge fan of Pretty Smile, but when you sent this other one, I was like, what? I was like, that's why I asked you. I need to hold off, and I want you here present so you can even introduce it. So, another question I have. I don't know. Maybe I asked you that one. Oh, no, I don't think I asked you this one. If you could change one thing about the music industry, did I ask you that one? What would you change if you could change one thing in the music industry?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So, what studio do you work in? Who does your production? Who's your team? Give them a shout out, because they're doing some amazing work when it comes to the beats and all that.
The beats I'm getting from we are Legion Beats.
Okay.
They're on Instagram. This is Legion.
Okay.
The engineer who is doing amazing work with crafting the whole entire project together.
He has your voice. He knows.
Yes.
He's got you.
Dynasty Music.
Okay.
Big shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I walk into his studio, we have a clear, concise plan. We know what we were looking for. Even if I don't tell him, when I come out of the booth and he's making his edits, it's already there.
Wow.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Saves time, saves money.
Yes.
Yeah. That's huge. Now, are they in DFW?
Yes, they're in Carrollton.
Okay. Okay, very good.
Right
very
up the street from me, so that makes it even better.
Oh, wow.
So anytime I feel like, hey, I gotta go, just shoot a quick text, hey, you got some openings? Cool, slide me in, because I need to go.
Being so young, being 24, I asked this question of Wade. in your opinion, is there a certain age that an artist should be like, you know what, I've tried it. I've tried to be, try to be a music artist. It just wasn't for me. Is there a certain age when an artist needs to say, you know what, I'm not going to pursue my career anymore? Or they're too old to get on the mic, or too old to... I'm 47. Is that too old for me to be like, hey, I want to rap, or I want to sing?
Because this is the arts,
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like there is an age gap.
Okay.
Because if you're about the music, somebody's going to relate.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going to be in your age bracket that's going through the same life struggles that you're going through. If you rap about it, sing about it,
Mm-hmm.
play a guitar about it,
Right.
You're going to relate to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, depends on the type of artist you're trying to be. If you're trying to be top 100 Drake,
Mm-hmm.
we all know how society works.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the look.
Right.
So you might not make it there.
Right.
But if it's about the love of the music,
Mm-hmm.
with technology nowadays...
That's true. That's true.
Because that's how I got started.
Yeah.
I got started making music because when I listened to the radio, I didn't hear anything that I liked.
Wow. Okay.
So I wanted to make music that I knew that I would like. So when I get in my car, I can automatically plug in that music and I don't even have to worry about trying to find the right radio station or the right artist. Or it's just right there. I already know.
That's cool. That makes sense. And it's a unique perspective of looking at it that way. Are there too many solo artists or too many artists that are in the way of King.Kidd?
Of me personally,
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel that way. Because I have my own lane. And I'm not trying to compete with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally just making music that is coming from inside of me and putting it out and hoping somebody likes it. It's not about trying to beat this person out or trying to get my name on top of this person's on the charts. Because if people like it, that's going to happen automatically.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to wish for that. You don't have to hope for that. That's going to happen.
You do understand this is a competition, though. Because,
it is.
Yeah, we're in DFW right now, and I don't know them. I have no crystal ball, but I'm sure there's a couple of King.Kidds in Kentucky.
Yes, there is.
We just had somebody pop up in Dearborn, Michigan, listening to this interview. We're still got people in Scottsdale, Arizona, listening. So who's to say there isn't a King.Kidd there? But that's the beauty of
There's
it.
only one King.Kidd. That's me. I already got that spot.
That's what I like. That's what I was
taken.
wanting to hear. That's what I was wanting to hear. So I want to hold off before we debut the new single. So we're gonna play just some random music in my catalog, of course. Then we're gonna come back. We're gonna get her in the spotlight segment of the show, and she may not freestyle, but she may drop a verse or two or some spoken word. Who knows what may happen? It's Next Level Internet Radio. I gotta pick a song before I let y'all go. Okay. So I'm gonna give you some songs here. You like you like Fresh Prince, so let me go there.
Hey.
Let me go there in honor of King.Kidd. Let me go there and find this one. Where is it at? There it is. You like Fresh Prince, so let me go there. Let me
That
go
sounds
there
so crazy.
in honor of King.Kidd. Let me
It's the Legion. I swear I'll get rid of all these women if you want it. Anything you need, babe, let me know. Let me know. Wanna see that pretty smile. We spin around so I can admire you. Need to see that pretty smile. Ooh, baby.
Miss Frickiest, back at it again. Let me talk to you for a minute. Damn, not smile. I can make you come in tribes. I mean, making me run miles. Make me try and move the tallest mountain. I'll do anything for you. I hope that's clear too. So, I've been hearing that you like me too. Welcome to my world. You can have the only ticket. I swear I'm trying to keep it zipped, but when I stare at those pretty lips, I imagine your toes doing backflips. You pulling my dreads, simply erotic. When you smiling, it's like a fantasy island. Come and join my mind, only if you bout it. I don't do scared, ma, only if you bout it. Tell me you about it, tell me you about it. I don't do scared, ma, only if you bout it. Tell me you about it. Tell me you about it.
I swear I'll get rid of all these women if you want it. Anything you need, babe, let me know. Let me know. Wanna see that pretty smile. We spin around so I can admire you. Need to see that pretty smile. Ooh, baby.
Kid, let me tell you one time for the new fans. It's King.Kidd, better get used to it. About to be on all your favorite MC's playlists, cause I'm the hottest, you better know it. Reppin' that Triple C, what you know about it? I'm a young entrepreneur, hustlers all I surround with. DP Productions, check the paper, it appears like magic. With no practice in witchcraft, like a child fanatic. I'm a king in the making, solo productions, solo advertisements. Call my own boss, cause I only answer the phone when the time allows it. So, if it ain't about the right, nigga ain't about it. I yell, get back, only warning me before I get violent. No one ever told you that me be the first. You're a strong black man. You're a strong black woman. Got me shit. Do I have to tell him again? It's not just about the theories. It's about fighting the injustice and all the atrocities. It's on your TV screen. It's on the newspaper. It's on your kids' homework, waiting for the teacher to grade.
Bringing the 90s wave back.
Yes.
I want to bring,
The beat make it back.
yes,
I hear you.
take out the auto-tune and the synthesizers and all of that. Just give me the straight raw beat.
We are back with King.Kidd, and she was just dropping a jewel in regards. I played that for her, Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince, Brand New Funk. So we're going to jump back into these questions. So if I was to go to a King.Kidd show, concert, what would that show look like? Would there be a band? Would there be just you and a DJ, or you? Would it be curtains? Would it be a certain kind of color? Would it be? I mean, what am I visually going to see? You with a guitar? You? I mean, what is it? What is that? What is a show? What is your concert? Have you even visualized?
You know, because I love Jill Scott so much,
Okay.
I've always loved the small, personal venues to make it intimate.
Okay.
And because my rap is poetry,
Mm-hmm.
it's essentially spoken word.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm performing spoken word, and I want you to hear what I'm saying. Yes, you can groove to the beat. Yes, you can dance. Yes, you can have fun with it. But I want you to hear what I'm saying.
Okay. I asked these two questions of I'm about to ask you. I asked them to Wade. Your most embarrassing moment thus far on stage.
I wasn't here when Wade answered that question, and I have to piggyback off of what he said. There was a show in Fort Worth, and my mind wasn't right when I first went up there to go perform. So that first beat dropped, and I messed up the first word. And in my head, I was just like, oh my God. The whole performance is over because now I gotta catch up to where I'm going.
Right.
But then I caught the beat and I got back on track. But that was in my head the whole time. And I swear for maybe like a week after that.
You still thought about it.
Still thought about it. Played the song over and over just to make sure.
Yeah, exactly.
that I had it down.
And you knew it.
I knew it.
You knew it.
I knew it.
Your greatest moment on stage thus far, because you're like I told Wade, you guys have already answered my pipe bomb question. But your greatest moment on stage thus far.
That would be what happened off the stage.
Okay.
Had a show for my dude RCX from Smoking Records.
Okay.
He had his album release party.
Okay.
And I did my songs, did No Better Than, Pretty Smile, and Temptation.
I don't have No Better Than either. But go ahead.
I'll have
I'm
to
sorry.
send that to
you.
you
got to send that to me because I personally made my own personal catalog of your music. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I appreciate it. When I got off stage, the first guy that saw me, there was a whole bunch of people that started coming in after I had got off stage. And he just came to me. He was like, "That was really, really awesome." I was like, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. He was like, "Do you think you can go on again?"
Wow.
And I was like,
so an encore.
Are you asking me?
Right. You need to be asking the organizer of the show.
I was like, whoa, that had never happened because that was maybe my third or fourth performance. Wow. And he was like, no, I think the other people that just walked in, they need to hear your songs because those were really, really dope. And I was like,
wow. That is huge.
Oh my gosh.
That is huge. Really.
Very.
Yeah.
Very humbling.
Yeah. So we're at this spot of the show, the freestyle segment. And I heard you say you do spoken word. So will you do some spoken word for me if I can find a little jazzy beat?
Oh yeah, I can.
Something like a Love Jones type vibe.
Yeah.
Let me dig in my catalogs real quick.
All right. Let me find something to